All right, guys. Eric Whiter here with the Knox Real Estate Group, and today I have a special guest, Scott Brockamp, with his security. And the reason why I have Scott on today is because he is raising money for a very important cause. As y'all are aware, this is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and Scott has kicked off his infamous Real Men Wear Pink campaign. You may have seen him last year, as he did an amazing job last year, and today he's this month he's at it again. So I'd like you to introduce Scott and give him an opportunity to tell you guys about what he's got going on this month.
Hey, thanks, Eric. I really appreciate this opportunity. And as Eric said, I'm Scott Brockamp. I'm one of the owners of his security. And we were approached about 3 years ago about being a Real Men Wear Pink of Knoxville. And I'm like, I haven't really had to deal with breast cancer in my life, but at the time that I was approached with this opportunity, I just rekindled a relationship with a high school best friend via Facebook, of course. Isn't that how we connect the world? And I come to find out he was battling a horrible fight with 2 forms of stage 4 cancer at that point in time in his life. And so I'm like, let me learn a little more about what American Cancer Society does. And so through my knowledge base and spending some time with Leah down there, American Cancer Society, it's like she said, even though we're talking about breast cancer awareness, we're talking and trying to get people to think about going for mammograms, letting people know that there is help available if you're suffering through a diagnosis, or if maybe you've won your battle and now you're want to be able to help other people. There's still great opportunities there. And so when we had that conversation, and of course rekindling my relationship with my old buddy Tommy, it just, to me, it was like, this is a great opportunity for us to dive in as a company and give back. Because the other thing that I learned, Eric, was that all the money through the Real Men Wear Pink campaign stays here locally at our American Cancer Society here in town.
That's
and
awesome.
So I think what so many people don't realize is that, October or Pinktober or whatever you want to phrase it as, but we all know that it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and that there are several organizations that get involved and do different things for that. But it's not always staying in your community. And so I know that as we're sitting here doing this right now, that there are people watching and listening who are directly affected by breast cancer, whether it's themselves, whether it's through their family members, immediate or extended. There's nobody that you can talk to today who can't say their life has not been impacted by cancer in some way, shape, form, or another. And so, our push is we've got a $40,000 goal this year. And to me, I'm like, that's chump change. Honestly, I look at people and look at extended relationships that we have. I mean, go look and see, I see people with thousands of friends on Facebook. Well, if just every one of those people would donate $10, 1,000 times 10, hello, that's $10,000. Okay. So there's a lot of opportunity, I think, that we have to give, and everybody, I'm not sure everybody's aware of what this really does and where it goes. Our local American Cancer Society, they're funding rides, they're funding wigs, they're funding all the necessities and essentials that somebody who's battling cancer needs. But I will tell you, for me personally, the biggest thing that I'm screaming this year is about a palliative type of care, or that what happens. So many times we hear about people who've been affected by cancer, but we hear a lot of times the story is, I didn't know what to do, I didn't know where to go, and that struggle. Okay, when that diagnosis hits, that's when you need somebody. And the cool part about the American Cancer Society is you walk in the front door, they're going to give you a hug, right? And they're going to walk you through the steps. They're going to help you know where you can go for help, whatever that help is that you may need at that time. It may be, maybe you need help getting a ride to a doctor's appointment. Maybe you're from out of town and you have to pay for housing when you come for treatment. Whatever that is, maybe you just need a little bit of moral support. Maybe you need to find a support group of other women, or maybe you need to talk to a survivor who can share with you their experience. That's what this fundraiser is all about. this is directly impacting each and every person in our community directly, which is why us as a company, we stand behind this. And so this is our biggest community fundraising event that we do as a company. So everybody pitches in as a company. We're all wearing pink. We've got contests going on with the employees this year again. So, it's a great cause. And again, to me, there is nothing better than to be able to help give back into our local community.
Man, that's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome. So, just out of curiosity, as of right now, as of recording this, where are you at in your goal? You said your goal is 40,000. Where are you at?
Yeah, so we're just about at 14,000 donations made. We currently have sitting in earmark or committed donations of about another 6,000, 6 to 7,000. So, we're close to cresting the 20,000 mark at this point. So, we've got a couple events coming up for this month, and so again, this is the time of month for us that it's grassroots. It's talking to people face to face, and man, I'm just going to tell you, Eric, the one thing about this is the stories of folks that I hear, because you know me, I wear pink and I'm a little boisterous. I speak loudly, and I don't have a problem with going up to somebody and saying, "Hey, man, this is what I'm doing. Can you help out?" And by doing that, the stories of people's lives that have been affected and have been changed, and I mean, every year I end up standing in the middle of somewhere of a restaurant, a store, or something, and hugging and crying with somebody because we're sharing stories.
Yeah, well, it definitely does have an impact on everybody, and let's face it, none of us want to hear those words. I have cancer. It's just it's a scary thing, and to be able to raise money to help either end it or to even just help, whatever it takes, is a great thing. And I first of all, I thank you for backing such a worthy cause. And doing all the stuff you guys do. I think it's amazing. It's given us an opportunity as well to get involved, and we appreciate that. And so just to tell everybody, where would, if they're so inclined, if they want to, like you said, $10, 1,000 times makes a huge difference. Somebody's got $10 to give. Where would you like them to go to?
So the easiest place is you can catch us online at scottwearspink.com. So www.scottwearspink.com. You can find us on Facebook at Scott Wears Pink. The title of the page is Help Scott raise money for, I think it's breast cancer awareness, is what the heading is. Of course, we've got Facebook fundraiser going on my personal page at Scott Brockamp, which is pushed out all over the place. So, but honestly, the easiest way, we went ahead and purchased that domain, scottwearspink.com, and it's a direct link to the American Cancer Society fundraising page. And so even from there, if you make a donation there, you can immediately get your receipt. Of course, it is a tax-deductible donation. And so, even if you're listening, if you're a corporation and maybe you've had a great year and you're thinking of a way to give back, here's an awesome opportunity.
Awesome. That's great. Well, you're serious when you purchase a domain. So that's awesome. That's awesome. All right, buddy. Well, hey, we'll go ahead and include links to everything in the either above or below. So anybody wants to donate, please do so. If you see Scott around town, congratulate him, encourage him. It takes special people to get out there and fight for a cause and to spread awareness and all that other great stuff. So awesome. I'm glad to have you on today, and I hope we help you raise a ton of money.
Thanks, Eric. I appreciate it, buddy.